From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo. Cross the pass. Cross the pass.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Completes it to Lee. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw here. That ball complete to Isabella. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Several media outlets thought Andy Isabella was the top receiver in this year's class out of UMass. He dominated his senior year there. 1,700 yards, 13 touchdowns. They really say that he can just take a top off the defense. He ran a 4.31 40 at the Combine, 3rd fastest of all attendees. And he was taken 62nd. A lot of experts think he was a major bargain with loads of potential. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but it definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
Here we go, here we go. It's a 60-yard. Watch a slap. Watch a slap.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, easy. Here we go.
Working from the gun, it's Brees. And the pressure gets to Brees as he's taken down.
But we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw is Brees. And this one complete to Smith.
The Saints spent a 3rd-round pick on Traquan Smith out of UCF in 2018, and what a thrilling season for him. He was the guy that caught the pass from Drew Brees that moved him past Peyton Manning to become the all-time leading passer in NFL history.
Now Brees lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. They're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Throwing now is Brees. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First catch for last year's NFL catch leader, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Got
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. 5. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Go.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down.
Come on, one thing for sure, you know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a 3rd down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
Ready.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Brees. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Breeze now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following that punt, which turned out as well as it possibly could have, this offense has 99 yards to go to the other end zone.
And the defense is frothing at the mouth with a chance to get points themselves. If they tackle a runner in the end zone, safety. And if there's a holding call in the end zone, that's also safety as well. So either way you decide to go on offense, you've got to be careful.
And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Hakeem Butler there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Slow, Jackrabbit, come on. Look at me. Go, go. Shit. Hey.
2nd and 10. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 26 and a first down.
60 Pittsburgh. Let him know. Hey, Sam off. Kill. Turn up. You're out.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. Andy Isabella was the intended target. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
In his 13th NFL season now, Ted Ginn still a reliable target for Drew Brees. 787 yards in 2017. Just 5 games last year due to injuries, but he still has the wheels.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they're bringing your tight end, keep him in. You're running.
He's got a man, complete. It's a gain of 35.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Breeze. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that second attempt.
Hey, Haywood.
Breeze will try again on second down. It's caught. Smith. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Breeze going to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Brooks Reed has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Hey, box drop. Here we go. Motion.
Throwing on second and long. Breeze. Complete. Smith has it. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And an alley to run. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. And he tugged this one badly. It's no good. Wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Slam. Rock it. Go on.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick six last year, remember it. But it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is, because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them were running backs. And they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and it'll bring up third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Yep. Look, squeeze. Watch the ship. Get it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The pass complete to Hakeem Butler. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Leo! I'm coming after you. Hey, lock it. Hey. Tighten up. Shift. 6 guys.
They're going to look to throw. Being chased out left. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And Gonzalez puts this one through. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Ready.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Target. Last 57. 21. I can't believe we let you play.
To throw, it's Breeze. And he'll let it fly in the direction again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Coverage that time by Deontay Thompson. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
The open man is Smith. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Breeze to throw. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Terrell Suggs, one of the best in the business at finding the QB, gets home there. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points, and they look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. The throw right sideline here is complete. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Hey, Charlie.
He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Kill. Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Echo. 57. Yo, shoot.
He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll set up to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Gray. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Back to throw. That ball complete to Isabella. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Come on, set. 15, line. 15 line. Hey.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marcus Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. He's got Smith here. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 34. Now Breeze. And that is incomplete here. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. That's caught. It's Thomas. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Ready?
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Check 26, check 26.
Now they'll run. Murray. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints get a bit closer. Now Breeze will bring the Saints offense up to go for 2 here.
Here we go. You kill. Hey, Alpha.
They'll try and run it here, but he will not make it into the end zone. He stops short, and that might spell an end to their chances as this stays a 3-score game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Bravo. Under 10. Under 10. Yes, yes. There. there. Look at me. Go.
2nd and 6. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So, flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
Just like that. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. I got 80 weapons. Switch. Alert flare. Watch out.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
57 the mic. 58 kill. Tonight.
On 1st down, Breeze. Thomas has got it, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. That's caught, it's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Breeze going to throw. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll try and run with Murray. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. So give him the 1st down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4, and the decision to go for it pays off. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Now a 3rd and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Here's 2nd and 8. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Rock it. Check 3. Watch, twist. Guard. Shoot.
They'll look to throw. And he finds Daniels. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys. But you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
I got you.
Now back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So that drive began at their own 3. They wind up getting 3 out of it.
And to me, the mentality to begin the drive, that was probably the key to everything. Let's just make sure we take care of the football, give ourselves some room, and maybe punt it away. Instead, it started at the 3, and it ended with 3 points.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Arizona, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss, and they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.